Okay, Doctor, tell me, how does this trap actually work?
Well, it is based on ecological principles, and it releases smell that is very attractive to the flies, and that is the most important thing. And this is attracting them from a distance. As they get closer to the unit, and it is the visual attractiveness, and then it is the food that is taking them all the way to eat this biological thing that will kill them, and which is harmless to us. Very important.
So this trap is actually being used as a eradication device. It's not actually a testing device where we're seeing if we actually have fruit fly in certain areas.
Most important, it started because I was a farmer. I was a fruit grower, growing apples, pears, cherries, nectarines, and so on. And although I was spraying a lot, I had many troubles, not only with fruit flies, of course, big ones, but because of all the sprays with other insects, because I destroyed the biological balance. And this was my experience. Then I had an unfortunate accident with a tractor that I managed to run myself with my own tractor. From foot to head, I broke here and here. I couldn't move for weeks. I sat down in my house, and this is where I started to develop the Freedome. So it is completely safe. Then in the university, during 15 years of research of entomology based on ecological principles, later, when I founded Biofeed, it was completely obvious that what we have today is not effective enough, not good enough. We need a new technology, a new approach, and this new approach must be based and developed on ecological and biological principles. And this one is the first one, I believe, ever designed from the very beginning to work for area-wide management. Now, eradication is one way of area-wide management, and the most extreme. And this one is the first developed from the beginning to do eradication.
So with this new trap, how more effective is it over previous generations?
Well, in Israel, where we use many sprays, also other traps and SIT, typically we get the average infestation is like 4%, and with this one, without sprays and other things, we get like 0.1%. So that gives you a nice number that you can compare. Of course, the environment is full of flies, and sometimes the orchards are very small, very hard to protect. Now, in the recent years, we've been working in India and Africa, where there is the Bactocera dorsalis, the #1 fruit fly pest in the world. The average infestation, is 50% damage, but it goes from 50 to 80%. And with sprays, with SIT, with traps, with everything you could think of. And we've managed just now, but for now 4 years, to reduce without any sprays, any additional activities, just using this, ranging from 5 to 10 units per hectare to 0.01, meaning extremely good control, and no chemicals touching the environment or the tree or anything. It's beautiful.
Has there been much testing on how it may affect other animals or other flies, or is it specific just to fruit fly?
I'm standing next to a tree full of bees, and there is no better demonstration than to see that none of them are coming here. For the last 21 years, where we've been working in Israel and other countries, not even once we saw a bee on the Freedome, and not also other natural enemies. And this is like a go, no go. If they are attracted to it, that's terrible. But they are not attracted, so we keep the natural enemies. And as a matter of fact, in Israel, the average of when we started using it for fruit flies we managed to decrease the number of sprays for other pests by 83%. 83%. That's incredible, without doing anything else, just keeping the biological balance.
How does that actually, sorry, so how does that actually work? Does that actually keep natural predators alive against infections, like infestations for other pests? Is that correct?
Yes.
Right.
Okay, so the way it works, again, in nature, the most powerful power we have is smell. Nothing is more powerful, no poison. Because if you have a drop of a poison, only pest that will touch it will die. But if you have a drop of a smell, everybody will come. So there is nothing more powerful than smell. Now, smells are very, very specific. Even between the 4,000 different species of fruit flies, you need different smells. So we have here a very specific smell attracting only that Mediterranean fruit fly. And not attracting anything else. Now, in nature, we have wonderful natural enemies. As long as we don't kill them, we let them do their job. They work for us for free. And what could be better?
Excellent. They're all my questions. If you have anything else you'd like to add? Or...
Yes. The reason I'm here in South Australia now is because what is going on here is extremely unique. It hardly ever happens anywhere in the world that you have a fruit fly free zone, free state in this case. And because I do what I love, this is why I founded Biofeed. So I have this privilege. And I love challenges. And there is no greater challenge and there is no greater demonstration for other states in Australia and other countries outside Australia to show that, yes, we can keep a state free of fruit flies. And we must work on it. We cannot, giving up is not an option. So it's not about South Australia, it's about showing the world this is possible. Even when we have an outbreak, yes, we should integrate more powerful and sophisticated tools, not only technology, but it is the deeper understanding of ecological principles. And I call all of you to come and study entomology. It's so important. We don't have enough entomologists in the world, not even here. So that is my call, and this is why I'm here in South Australia. There is only one choice, and that is to succeed. Failing is not an option.